Why does league format change your fantasy football draft strategy? Have you ever wondered how the format of your fantasy football league can change the way you draft? Let's break down the details to understand this better. The format of a league plays a big role in shaping your draft strategy. Different league types and rules can shift player values, roster construction, and scoring priorities. First, let's look at the various league types. You might be in a redraft league, where you start fresh each year. Or perhaps you are in a keeper league, where you can retain some players from previous seasons. Then there are dynasty leagues, where you keep your entire roster long-term. Each type requires a different approach to planning your draft. Next, consider the roster structure. The number and type of starting positions can vary widely. For instance, in a league that allows to quarterbacks or uses a superflex position, the value of quarterbacks increases significantly. In contrast, traditional leagues typically start only one quarterback, which changes how you prioritize your picks. Scoring rules also play a key role. In standard scoring leagues, players earn points based on yardage and touchdowns. However, in points per reception leagues or PPR leagues, players earn points for each reception. This makes pass-catching running backs and wide receivers more valuable, shifting your draft priorities. Now let's discuss how these factors affect your draft strategy. In head-to-head redraft leagues, you want to draft balanced starters who can score reliably each week. In total points leagues, consistent point production is essential, so you might favor players who provide steady output rather than those who are boom or bust. Auction leagues requiring a different skill set. Instead of taking turns picking players, you bid on them. This means you need to manage your budget carefully and decide how much to spend on each position. In keeper and dynasty leagues, you should focus on long-term potential. Younger players and rookies often hold more value than aging veterans. This is because you want players who can contribute for several seasons. If your league uses individual defensive players, or IDP, you will need to draft defensive players separately. This adds another layer of complexity and changes how you value defensive positions. Finally, salary cap leagues requiring you to consider player cost alongside projected points. This affects how you balance star players with budget-friendly options. To put this into practice, if your league starts to quarterbacks, you should draft them earlier and invest more in that position. In PPR leagues, prioritize running backs and wide receivers who catch many passes. In keeper or dynasty leagues, target young players with upside instead of older players who may decline. Understanding the specific rules and structure of your league will help you tailor your draft approach. This can significantly improve your chances of success in your fantasy football season.